Level 1. The Academy Kid. You're 8 years old. Your boots are slightly too big. Your shirt hangs past your elbows. Training is twice a week after school. Cones, bibs, small-sided games. At this stage, it's still fun. But even here, the competition quietly begins. You don't understand contracts yet. You just know you want the ball every time. Your parents wake up early on Saturdays. They stand in the cold. They clap for every touch. You score once and feel like a hero. But the coaches are already watching more than goals. They watch your attitude, your focus, your willingness to listen. This is where discipline is born, because talent might get you into the academy, but discipline is what keeps you there. Level 2, the youth prospect. You're 14 now. Football isn't just fun anymore. 4 or 5 training sessions a week, gym introduction, tactical meetings. Coaches start using words like potential and ceiling. Scouts from bigger clubs attend games. For the first time, pressure feels real. Every season, players get released. You see teammates disappear. Lockers empty. Goodbyes awkward. You start sacrificing things. Birthday parties, school trips, normal teenage life. Your friends go out on weekends. You wake up early for matches. Your body starts changing. Growth spurts, small injuries. Every training session feels like an audition, because one bad year and the dream quietly ends. Level 3, the reserve team player. You're 18 years now. You sign your first small professional contract. It feels like you've made it. You train with the reserves. Sometimes you glimpse the first team. They're sharper, faster. The gap is noticeable. You travel for away games with fewer fans, smaller stadiums, less spotlight. This is where reality hits. Tackles hurt more. Mistakes cost more. You're playing against grown men now. Some of them are fighting for their last contract. You're fighting for your first real one. You start studying your game, watching footage, understanding positioning. You're close to the top. But close isn't enough. And this stage separates boys from professionals. Level 4. The first team debutant. An injury crisis. Suddenly, your name is called. The stadium is louder than anything you've experienced. You step onto the pitch. Your first touch feels heavy. You don't try anything fancy. You just want to survive. After the match, messages flood your phone. Friends, family, old coaches. You're trending. But here's the truth. One debut doesn't guarantee anything. Fans want more. Media watches closely. The hardest part isn't debuting. It's staying. Level 5. The bench player. You're 21 years old now, officially a first-team player. But you're not starting. You sit on the bench for most games. You warm up multiple times. Sometimes you never come on. When you do, you have 10 minutes to prove you belong. No rhythm, no time to settle, one mistake, and social media turns quickly. This is mentally exhausting, because you train hard all week and might not play at all. Patience becomes your biggest test. You study the starters, you learn their movements. You prepare like you're starting, even when you know you probably won't. This stage builds resilience. Every substitution the manager makes that isn't you feels like a personal dent in your confidence. But you can't let it show. You go back to the training ground on Monday morning and you're the first one out there, putting in extra reps while the starters are on light recovery. You're fighting for a chance that might only come once a month. This stage builds a different kind of armor, because at this level, your mind has to be sharper than your boots. Level 6, the starter. You are 25 years old now. Your name is consistently in the starting 11. You sign a new 5-year contract and land a major brand deal with Adidas. You get the call up for international games. You even find time to get married, but the honeymoon is cut short by the preseason grind. Trust brings responsibility. If the team loses, you can't hide. Your performance is analyzed every week. Recovery becomes serious. Ice baths and strict nutrition. You feel the grind of playing every 3 days. Injuries become a real threat. You're judged not on potential, but on output. Every game feels like an exam you can't afford to fail. Fans don't care that you're tired. They only care about the result. You realize being at the top isn't just about getting there. It's about the daily fight to stay there. Your body is your office, and it needs 24/7 maintenance. The roar of the crowd is louder, but the silence after a bad game is even heavier. You aren't playing for the name on the back of the shirt anymore, you're playing for the badge on the front. Level 7. The key player. You're no longer just starting. You're essential. The system is built around you. Teammates look for you in big moments. You take penalties, free kicks. Transfer requests are stacking up on your agent's desk. On social media, your stats are being compared to the legends of the game. Academy players now look up to you, studying your every move in training as their blueprint for success. Opposition teams analyze your weaknesses. Double marking, tactical fouls. You feel pressure differently now. When you're injured, the team struggles. When you score, the stadium erupts differently. You're expected to deliver in big games. Derbies, finals, European nights. This is where mentality separates good from great. Because talent got you here, but composure keeps you here. Level 8, the club star. You're 26 years old now. You are the face of the club. Your image is everywhere from massive stadium banners to global commercial shoots. You are officially part of the club's captains. You wear the armband and carry the weight of the locker room on your shoulders. You walk into the dressing room and realize the team's mood depends on your energy. Kids don't just wear your jersey number, they copy your haircut and your celebration. Rival clubs continue to circle your agent, offering double your wages. Your club renews your contracts and adds more benefits. One bad run of form, and the headlines change instantly. You go from hero to overrated or waste of wages in a single weekend. Every touch is magnified. A fan's camera catches every private moment. The pressure isn't just from the stadium anymore, it's from millions of voices worldwide. You perform because you have to, not just because you want to. This stage demands absolute emotional control, because the higher you rise, the louder the noise becomes. Level 9. The world-class player. You're 27 now. Not a prospect anymore. Not the next big thing. You're world-class. You're dominating not just domestically, but internationally. UEFA Champions League knockouts. International tournaments. You perform against the best defenders in the world every week. Your name begins to appear in global debates. Pundits argue about you on TV. Fans clip your highlights and post them everywhere. Kids wear your jersey in countries you've never even visited. But at this level, the margins are tiny. Everyone is elite. A slightly heavy touch, one missed chance, 2 quiet games in a row. Suddenly the conversation changes. Maybe he's declining. Maybe last season was his peak. Your calendar is brutal now. League games, Champions League, international duty, long flights, short recoveries. Ice baths become normal. Painkillers become normal. Playing through knocks becomes normal. Brands want deals. Media wants interviews. Everyone expects something from you every single match. Some nights, you score a winner in front of 70,000 people. Other nights, you sit quietly on the team bus after a loss, scrolling through comments you probably shouldn't read, because now you know something most fans don't. Becoming world-class is hard. But staying world-class is harder than anyone tells you. Level 10. The Ballon d'Or winner. You're 29 now. The season ends, but the noise doesn't. Flights to Paris. Tailored suit. Your table is near the front. The ceremony begins. Then they say your name. For a moment you don't move. Your teammates at the table jump up before you do. Your phone is already exploding in your pocket. You walk to the stage. And there it is. The trophy every kid dreams about. The Ballon d'Or. Heavy. Colder than you expected. You hold it up, and the room erupts. You remember everything it took to get here. Training alone, when no one was watching. Playing through injuries you never spoke about. Critics calling you overrated after 2 bad games. Missing birthdays. Missing honeymoons. Missing normal life. You remember the ranks before this. The academy kid nobody knew. The breakthrough season. The first big transfer. The pressure. The failures. All of it led here. For the next few days, the world treats you differently. Every sports show debates you. Your social media gains millions of followers overnight. Kids copy your celebration in school playgrounds. The expectations double. Every mischance becomes a headline. Is he still the best in the world? Very few players ever reach this stage. You've reached the summit, the absolute peak. But football never stops. Level 11, the club legend. You're 35 now. The speed isn't the same. The recovery takes longer. But when you walk into the stadium, the crowd still rises. Not because of what you might do tonight, because of everything you've already done. Outside the stadium, something new appears. A mural, not of the newest signing, of you. You're remembered for emotion, for loyalty. And when your final match comes, the stadium stands for minutes, scarves in the air, phones recording, chants that don't stop. Your name echoes around the ground one last time. Your story stays here, part of the club, part of the city, part of football history.